Unless there is a sound mechanism for policy evaluation, policy formulation process remains redundant, correct? Obviously, evaluation gives feedback, right? Feedback somewhere helps the policy formulators in improving the data, the facts, the local conditions. So a very important contribution has been made by McNamara. McNamara basically talks about policy evaluation, right? Other models are also there, but McNamara's contribution is quite contemporary, right? He talks about how the technology and a well-structured rational policy evaluation model can be developed. So when policies are implemented or formulated and they are implemented and then they are evaluated, so what should be the stakeholders in evaluation? What is the criteria for evaluation, quantitative or qualitative, right? What are the means of evaluation? And fourth, obviously, what is the scope of evaluation? So in what sense are we evaluating, right? We are evaluating in economic sense or human sense or qualitative sense, quantitative sense, and likewise. So unless evaluation is proper, the feedback will not go. If feedback is not proper, ultimately policy formulators will suffer from what you can call as the policy paralysis, lack of information, biased decisions, right? Populism, lack of rational data and facts. In fact, what we use the word is the populism and politicking, right? So politicking will be very common if proper feedback is not provided. Fine. So evaluation becomes very important. Today, evaluation is, a lot of evaluation can be done technology based. Public participation is increased. Fine. And social audit is also a mechanism of evaluation. So will the stakeholders increase? Will the evaluation become more representative? Will it be aligned to the global standards, right? Will it be technology based? Will it reduce human errors? And likewise, that is the idea. And he says eventually when this happens, the entire policy cycle improves. So see, if the feedback is proper, evaluation is proper, then formulation again improves, implementation again improves, and then process goes on. Fine. So that's all with the paper, right? Kindly, those who have written the mains, they can evaluate it, they can find out exactly, right? As per this paper is concerned, it's above average paper. It's not very difficult. It's interesting. Why it is interesting? Because it requires a lot of creative input. It requires more of your opinion, and that is how a public administration paper should be, right? It's not about definitions. It's not just about facts, not about using someone useless names here. It's not needed. If you've written good answers with basic theory and facts and given examples, you can score very well, right? So a good score in this paper would be 140, 150. Anybody who has done very well can expect 160, 170 marks in this paper, provided obviously UPSC is willing to give that much. Fine. So some other day we'll take up, or within a week only, we'll take up the paper 2 evaluation, which again will require a lot of time. Fine. So see you then. All the best to you. Hope we had been able to contribute in some way, right? See you then in the next analysis. Thank you so much. All the best to you.